Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you, as always, to our viewing audience at home. Welcome to another edition of the IB Film Show. I am, as always, your host, David Shotwell, and I am here today with an exceptionally talented filmmaking team. Francois Studios is back in our studio today with their latest production, Reflection, and it is my pleasure to introduce first, immediately to my left, the project's editor and the actor of the protagonist character in the film, Henry Francois. Thank you for joining us today, Henry. And the project's cinematographer and sound designer, Alex Gonzalez. Thanks for coming in, guys. How are we feeling?
We're doing good.
Good. It's great to have you back. So, Henry, I'm going to start with you. I noticed in this, the editing is quite impressive, complex. I also noticed that you incorporated a lot of visual effects into the editing of the picture during the moment where the reflection replaces the protagonist in the bathroom, the circle pan around the protagonist after the fight at the end of the film. What inspired you to make such extensive use of visual effects in your film?
Well, usually in this world and in this era, visual effects are now like the pinnacle of cinematic technology, and a lot of people use it every day for their own sci-fi or thriller movies. I wanted to incorporate the same thing. What films inspired me to use visual effects was Oscar Isaac's latest Marvel Studios TV show, Moon Knight. How they use the mirrors to incorporate different personas and different characters that he plays, yet it was actually only him in the green studio.
Cool.
And I wanted to remake that strategy, except there were some obstacles that we had to face since we don't have the technology used to create such a good scene. We decided to cut some scenes and make them in a way that the camera took turns in showing who's the main character and who's the reflection.
Yeah, some creative cinematography in this to sort of create the implication that a character was talking to his reflection.
Yes, and when the main character is trying to fight back to win his life and his body back, I wanted to add a certain scene that adds suspense to the moment, where it shows how the character is gaining enough strength to fight back against reflection and stop him from committing any more harm to anyone else.
Yeah, at the end of the film. Cool, fascinating. Alex, regarding the cinematography, you guys had a fairly chaotic production and post-production process over the course of making this film, but you continually reacted, you kept things afloat, and you managed to finish a pretty ambitious narrative film with pretty impressive efficiency. What changes to the film did you have to make on the fly to work around the problems you encountered?
So the problems originally started when February break hit. The role I played in the film was actually supposed to be another actor, and we were supposed to film that scene where I was in over break, but he got sick. So we had to use the time frame in class to incorporate what we wanted to film then and that extra scene. So we spent the entire week normally filming every other scene than the bully scene. And then on the weekend we decided we're gonna do it. Then I got sick. For like around like a week and a half.
It's springtime, strep throat, allergies.
Yeah, so when I came back, I asked Henry to do a lot of things. In the meantime, like edit it, put an extra scene at the end. And when we got back, we had to cut that extra actor out from the film because we had literally no time left, and he wouldn't have been able to film in that time frame. And
you filled in, right? Cool. Yeah. Again, a lot of improvisation in getting this thing done in time, but it came together quite impressively, and again, efficiently. So before we check the film out, guys, this will be your last film as IB Film students. You've done a lot of studying of films and creating films over the years, and in the spirit of reflecting on all that work and this final film, I want to ask you guys to briefly discuss what kind of filmmaker would you describe yourself as right now, and how is that reflected in this final film that you just created? Henry, you can take that first.
Well, seeing how I managed to attract a large audience of my short film, I'd say I'm a pretty good filmmaker myself.
Cool.
I wish to create more short films and movies such as this, and wished to create those things that have some kind of morality lessons so that the audience can know what is right and what is wrong.
A real staple of your work, those morality messages and stuff. Neat. Alex?
I feel like I can be like a filmmaker who's trying to find his way. Throughout my films, I experiment, explore what I can do. A lot of the times, the movies I watch like very soon before I actually start filming have large influences on the film. Like with this film, like I think a couple of days before I watched Memento, And a lot of like the kind of shot techniques where like they would stare directly into the eyes of the character and then switch to medium and long wide shots and very kind of drastically a little bit. It kind of made its way into this film, not even consciously. It was very subconsciously, and I feel like other films have a large impact on me. I'm just trying to find out what I like to do and where I want to go. I feel like I'm kind of sticking with like kind of that Bazinian style,
Yeah.
where like you show the earth and how beautiful it is.
You do tend towards, especially in your cinematography, this real sort of leaning into realism, wide frames and things like that. Fantastic, guys. So you ready to check it out? All right, let's do it. So without further ado, Reflection. We hope you all enjoy.
Someone's tormenting you, aren't they? What do you want from me? I'm your reflection. I know that someone's been bullying and harassing you. I can help fix that problem. Just put your hand at the mirror. Okay. Alright. So I'm in your reflection now, huh? That's right, I'm your reflection. I'm going to fix everything that you need help with. Just tell me what you need to do and I'll do it for you. So what we need to do is do well on my tests and try to keep up my track scores. Also, can you help around the school if you have a chance? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I accidentally dropped this.
Oh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Sounds like 3 miles. You got the video, right? We put this on the internet and we would be like famous already. Yeah, I'm setting you up on a path to success. Just let me finish this and you'll be set for life. Alright, do your thing. That's him, Jordan. The man who made my life a living hell. Every single day he stole from me and tormented me just for the fun of it. You need to stop him. So what are we...
Whoa. Look who it is. I was gonna come looking for you, but came right to me. I guess you already know the deal. Hand it over.
Just hold on 1 second.
Who do you think you are?
The person is gonna make sure you never bully another person ever again.
Yeah, right? Let's see, Bella. What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Stop, what are you doing? Stop! Stop, they're trying to kill him! I've had enough of this. Stop!
Action.
Listen, pal, you handed me your life's problems. So whether you like it or not, I'm gonna do it my way. Just sit tight and let me handle this. You mean your happiness? Even though it was in my body? You've done everything while I just watched. Even though I get all the rewards, it means nothing if I couldn't achieve it myself. I'll just fall into a void of emptiness, like I was in the reflection. Such foolishness. Why? I don't understand this at all. You're throwing it all away. You're right. But by letting you go, I can face myself and grow stronger, gaining real fulfillment, enjoying process, like how I am now, trapped in your reflection, weak and useless. Give me my life back. Sorry about that. I think I get it now. I created you to save me from my life. I was backed into a corner, and I needed a ray of hope to pull me out. And I think that's how my mind obeyed you. I left everything to you, thinking you would fix my problems and I would be happy. Although all that did make me feel even more empty inside, as I got all the compliments of fulfillment while I just sat and watched. Living a life like that isn't living at all. So what will you do now? I don't really know yet, but what I will do know is that if I keep pushing forward and deal with every issue myself, I will find something. I know it. Anyways, I wanted to thank you for showing me what I need to do. Even though you did go a bit too far, you're a part of me. And I'll be sure to remember our time together for the rest of my life. Well, good luck then. I'm sure you'll do well in the future. Thank you. Again, and goodbye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming in, and thank you again to our viewing audience at home. This has been another edition of the IB Film Show. We'll see you next time, everybody.